Welcome back. We've got a head at the bottom of the screen then. I saw that. Don't think you can hide from me. Unlike someone else who can hide from you. You'll see, because yes. Anyway, does anybody know what this music is reminding me of? I don't know how to describe it any other way than that. It's like, it feels like a very sort of properly old school RPG music. It's reminding me of something, but I don't know what. Obviously, I know it from Rua, but there's something about the notes, the cadence, the feel of it. It feels very old school. I'm just wondering if anybody had any ideas or music that sounded similar from other games. You might have a clue. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, we need to head off to Devance's Diner because we got a call from a friend of Elisa's that we should be going there. So let's go. Special menu is blurry. Doom, doom, doom.
Well, it's open. I guess they aren't taking the day off after all. Yuna, Devance, are you in there?
Oh, there you are. It's open. Come on in.
Well, if you say so.
Thanks.
Yuna, Devance!
Hey there, Elisa. I see you've got your friends with you.
Oh, I've missed you, Elisa. I'm so happy to see you're all right.
Yeah, same here. So, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh, you know.
Please, allow me to explain. I've been eagerly anticipating your arrival, Class 7.
A sister? Wait, didn't we just meet you back in the cathedral? What brings you here?
Wait a second. You sound a lot like...
The thing is that I find funny in this is like, what are your observation skills like, Class 7? Because it's very much like, it's not like her face is covered up. You should recognize her face. Like, it's like, why is it the voice that tips it off? It's like, you can see her face.
Are you... You couldn't be.
Oh, but I am.
Angelica?
Oh, hey, guys. I sure wasn't expecting you to come all the way out here after our talk.
I did wonder whether it might be you, but I'm still shocked I was right.
I never would have expected to find you in that getup of all things.
The thing is, like, she must have done something to her face, which is what I was alluding to, by the way, because she was covering up. So it's like, what did she do to her face to disguise it? That's what I want to know. Is it just makeup?
You're the last person I picture when I think sister, so the thought never even crossed my mind.
Then my disguise worked even better than I thought it would. Finally, all that crap that got drilled into my head on how to be a lady while growing up came in handy.
I suppose that works, even if it's not exactly how it was intended.
Moving right along. What made you disguise yourself in the first place?
Oh, I'll explain that while I'm bringing you up to speed on everything else. Devance, you mind bringing out some hot drinks for us?
Sure thing.
So, that's how you ended up coming here. I should have known telling you guys not to worry would make you do the exact opposite. What else did you think it would do? We couldn't just ignore it. What if you were in trouble? The situation here is even worse than I thought it'd be, too. Heidel Rogner seems to have complete control over the whole company. I'm afraid so. About half of the factories in town have been shut down. The ones that are still active are being used to make arms and the like for the Noble Alliance. Word is, they're using to make more soldats too. People here appear to be increasingly unhappy with the nobility too. Did you run away from home because you wanted to try and do something about what's happening here? Basically, yeah. I'm the daughter of the family that rules this province. Figured I've got to try and do something. Right now I'm in the middle of gathering supporters within the provincial army and the city. two of which are Devanch and Yuna. Knowing that you have supporters in the provincial army as well is certainly encouraging. Wait, is that the soldier who allowed us to come into the town one of them? You got him. He must have noticed you were friends of mine and decided to let you through. That said, I don't have all that many supporters in the army. Most are still loyal to my father. And surprising as it may be, my father feels kind of guilty about the occupation of Heimdall. He does? Huh, that really is a surprise. He's one of the big four, so I figured he'd be all in favor of what the Alliance is doing. He's no fan of the Reformists, but his loyalty to His Majesty is genuine. Guess he's just one example of how the Alliance isn't totally united from within. Just before I left home, we ended up getting into a big argument. And right in the middle of it, he shouted, "If you're so damn sure you're right, prove it to me with brute force." I'm not sure how to respond to that. Still, if he's willing to listen that way, must be he has doubts about what the Alliance is doing, right? That's what I figure. Anyway, right now he's taking command of the army over at the Schwarz Drache barrier. Meanwhile, a few of the soldiers there are waiting for my word to act. We've got a few armored cars and soldats available to us too. So when the time comes, I intend to give my father exactly what he wants. I'll beat my way into him. As you can see, there's not really much you can do. This is between me and my father. It's a Ragnar family issue. I'm happy you cared enough to come all the way here, but would you mind leaving this to me? But you really want to do all this alone? I'm afraid I can't do that. This isn't just a Ragnar family issue. Rua, and above all else the Rifle Company, are both just as involved. Maybe you could argue that it has nothing to do with my classmates, but it has everything to do with me. Yeah, I guess so. You want to settle things with your father with your own hands, and I want to rescue my mother with mine. So please, Angelica, won't you let me help you? Wow, you're really something, Elisa. I would still argue that we have plenty enough to do with it. We couldn't possibly sit idly by, not with Ro as it is and your mother being held captive, Elisa. We come all the way out here, we might as well do something. You're all sure? And besides, not only did we receive plenty of help from your mother, Elisa, but you helped us too, Angelica. Just a thought, by the way. Does anybody know? I can't remember this. Like, Celine does come with us regardless, doesn't she? Because she wants to watch over Rean, so she's here regardless of Emma being here, right? Question mark? You helped us to the point of angering your father and getting expelled from the academy, remember? Can't you give us a chance to pay you back for all we owe you? Me getting pulled out of Thor's wasn't your fault at all. I just wanted to rebel against father, and I paid the price for it. Not that anything I say will dissuade you now that you've made up your minds. I know how you guys work. Then it's okay? Yep, I'd be happy to have your help. Let's settle things with my father, rescue Arena, and put things back to normal in Roa. Together. Right! You gonna drink the tea? Go cold. After a few pleading words, Angelica accepted Class 7's assistance. The matter settled, they then reported back to Toa on the Courageous using the orbital computer in the diner. Thank goodness. I'm so glad they were able to meet up with you, Angie. Angie, just what are you wearing? Huh, I make for a pretty hot sister, don't I? I'm glad I got the chance to show you my perfect and oh so very beautiful disguise when I still had it on. For the love of Adios. Anyway, we're going to stay and help Angelica with what she's been doing. We should be able to free Roa from the Alliance's control. Okay then. We'll do all we can to support you from here. Do you know where the chairman is then? Actually, hold on. didn't you say you found out where she's being held, Angelica? Oh yeah, I haven't told you yet, have I? She's up at the Saxon Iron Mine. More specifically, she's on board the Eisengraf that's currently stopped in the freight station. I can show you the way once we get there. The Eisengraf? Huh. So that's where Gramps' train is. It was seized by the Alliance, and my uncle decided it was his to play with. It's pretty ritzy on the inside, and she's not being treated all that badly. But the real problem is the security. It's all being handled by Jaegers. I know what you mean. Plus the Northern Jaegers are being employed by the Kreitzen province. Don't think it's them either. What I've heard, Director Heidel was never able to look my mother in the eye. I like that that was said by Sarah there. It's like, again, the foul communess. It's that thing I've said before, like, it's like, this isn't like the best story ever, but it's the most detailed and intricate one that I've played, where it's like all the bases are covered here and there. When it's not, that's the odd thing. So it's like, even there, Sarah saying that makes complete sense why she would say that, knowing if you know. Yes. It's just that little thing. Like, of course she'd say that. Of course she'd say that. Like, I love Falcom's writing. From what I've heard, Director Heidel was never able to look my mother in the eye. I can tell that he wants her as far away as possible so he can wrest control of the company. But since he's limited in how far he can actually go, he's put her there. And if what you're saying is right, once you rescue your mother, regaining control of the company shouldn't be so difficult. Yep, rescuing your mum is gonna be the hard part. Everything from there should be downhill. That means you won't need to worry about her being used as a hostage against you. Plus, you'll be able to focus on things at the Schwarz Drache barrier without needing to worry about things in Ruhr, probably destroying that name. Like Schwarz Drache, do I pronounce the E? Like the Schwarz. Like that, I'm pretty much close enough that I'm happy with. But the Drache, is it Drache or Drache? Or Drache? It's the E that's throwing me off. Is it just Drache? That's what I want to know. Sounds like we're good to go. Let's just review the operation one more time. First, we go to the Saxon Iron Mine and free Arena. Second, we rescue the Rhinefoot Company's headquarters from my uncle and place him under arrest. Third, we head to the Schwarz Drache, we'll go with Drache for now, barrier and settle things for my father. That's a lot to do, and we're gonna need to be quick about it. We don't want to give the Marquis time to come to us before we can go to him. Yeah, we're going to need to make sure we got all we need before starting. Once we start, there's no turning back. Gonna need you two for backup, Toa, George. You can count on us. We'll be waiting as close to Row as we possibly can so that we can rush in if you need us. Take care, good luck. Thanks, guys. Okay, let's get ready and head for the mine. Right. Angelica joined the party. Rean and Angelica now use overdrive when linked with one another. Yes. The number of members in the party has temporarily increased to 7. Not 7! That number again. About Angelica's Master Quartz. The Master Quartz Angelica is equipped with Emblem has a special effect. Regardless of what they would have been, all battles randomly have a chance of becoming triple advantage encounters when she leads the party. Battles initiated by foes are no exception, so setting Angelica as your party leader is highly recommended. And let's have a look at that actual quartz then. It's like, let's actually just throw in some stuff like that, make it nice and easy for her. Emblem. Can I not view the details on it? I want to view the details on it. Like, where can I view the details? I just want to see it. It's just not on the list. It's like, just want to read it, like the details on it. Is there any way I can do that? Status, maybe? I don't think there's a place I can read it other than there, is there? Not gonna be my items. It's not in my master. Oh no, maybe no, it's not gonna be there either. I don't know. I'd love to just get the more information on that, but all right. Question is, who do we want her in for? Because it's that case of like, okay, so. What we got? Laser bullet. Kick that releases a shockwave. It's got delay and impede. Blast of energy from close range and balance. Dragon boost. Thinking like this group setup's good, but it's very physical based, so it obviously got Emma in reserve, but it's like we'll leave it as is. Maybe see about. Look at the dare in that. I'll have Braveheart there for now while I just check other stuff. Thinking that might be best actually. Yeah, Braveheart might be the best out of everything we've got left at the moment. Could throw on a passionate rouge, but it's like, alright.
I can do this.
Just watch.
This feels so weird. Like there, her face is completely different to how it was. It's like now she's recognizable sort of thing. You heading out then? This diner's behind you all the way. Lady Angelica's desire to put her father back on the right track warms this old man's heart. If you need a place to meet, or someone to get in contact with someone else for you, I'm your guy. I did try to stop him, but he just wouldn't listen. You've got no idea what this means to me, though. Let the others know that our plan will proceed as agreed. Will do. He's always getting so carried away. Anyway, know that we'll always be behind you. Take care and come back if you need anything. Dinah's behind Lady Angelica all the way. If you need anything, come right back and see me. I've got you back. Ooh, exciting grill. That's not bad actually. I get a few of them. Habanera. Just get one. Just the one. Anything else in here that I can see? Probably not.
Well then, off we go.
Dare I ask if you intend to travel dressed like that?
Naturally, I'm as loved as Adios herself around these parts.
Is this really her?
Yes, it's really creepy. Oh, the diner's finally opened? Sweet! Feels like they're closed more than they're open these days. And even when they are open, the owner's busy, so I ended up having to run the place for him. When I walk in that door, I'm a customer. Be nice if they actually treated me as one. I should speak to you again. Doing Devanch's work for him isn't going to stop me from coming here anytime soon, though. You get tons of food for cheap. I think they'd try to treat regulars like me a bit better, though. Hello? I win again! I can't believe I lost again. You're way too good at this, Toddy. I am, but stop calling me that. But Toddy, why can't I call you Toddy? I said stop. Just doesn't sound cool, alright? Alright, what I'm thinking is like, not a full rounds, just a mini rounds, go and check in on a few people here and there that I feel might react to the fact Angelica's here. Decided to work with each other after all, did you? Guess that means you'll be taking on your dad and fixing the Rhinefoot group all at once then, huh? Damn right it does. Well, I don't give my advice out to just anybody, but I suppose I can make an exception for a pretty gal like you. That Heidel's a sad excuse for a man, but is a sad excuse of a lot of money and connections. Best not underestimate him. As for the Marquis, it's like he's got his hands on a new kind of soldier. Guessing it's a spin on the usual cocked up by the eggheads at the Institute. Damn academics can't help themselves. Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Yeah, we'll have to be careful. Heidel's a set excuse for a man, but he's got two things on his side, money and connections. Meanwhile, over at the Schwarz Drache barrier, Marquis Rogner's got a new kind of salt in his possession. Looks like the odds are against you are high. You just watch yourselves, alright? So you managed to meet up with Angelica after all, good to see. But that doesn't give you the carte blanche to do anything reckless now. Calm, logical decisions always yield the best results. I'll be fine, Hugo, don't worry. Never fear. Be sure to make all of our reckless decisions as calmly and logically as possible. Just for you. Angelica. I'm just going to shut my mouth and let you do your thing. Meanwhile, I'll be sending bills back to Heimdall and hanging around here to see how things turn out for myself. Best of luck. I'm sure you'll be just fine. But do remember what I said about calm, logical decisions? Always a good choice. Linda displays all of your goods so beautifully. She says she was part of an art club at her old academy. It really shows. She's such a nice girl, which is why it breaks my heart to think of all she's been through to get here. What am I doing? Nothing good will come from letting myself get all gloomy. I really hope Linda will get to reunite with her sister soon. If there's anything I can do to help with that, I'll do it. Oh, hello again. Huh? You're traveling with her sister now? Speaking of sisters, if it isn't one of the Thor's infamous twins. While the two of you would make for a lovely pair, I can't say I mind the view when there's only one of you either. Sorry? Is there a single girl at the academy that you haven't tried to hit on now? We'll explain what just happened when things calm down a bit. Right. I don't really get what's going on, but I can tell you're busy, so... I'll just leave you be. Good luck, though. I'll be... praying for you? I'm going to stay here in Roa for a while and look for Ricky. I can't give up on trying to find him. He's my best friend. Oh, you ended up joining them after all. You'd asked me to remain silent on the matter, and so I did, but I don't suppose that will be necessary any longer. I'm terribly sorry, Father. I didn't intend for your kindness to go to waste. Wow, she puts on such a good act that there are moments when even I almost believe it. Well, the decision to tell them has always been in your hands, not mine. Do as you see fit. I'll be here, praying for your success. I appreciate it, and thanks for everything, Father. Reception Church never abandons those in need. That would be unthinkable. Unfortunately, all we can do right now is provide you shelter. The rest is up to you. I'll be praying for your success. Angelica, could it be? That it could. It's good to see you, my dear instructor. It's been some time. It certainly has, but I'm glad to see you're working with Class 7. You look like you had the fire of conviction in your eyes. Better get that out. Well, there is something we need to do. I'll be back, instructor. You have nothing to worry about. All you need to do is take care of the students in town for us, if you wouldn't mind. I have completely faith in all of you. Do take care. It's nice to see you all together again. Take care of yourselves. Oh, please, you don't need to do a thing to help. Just sit down and I'll whip this up in a jiffy. You do more than enough by going out to buy ingredients for us. But the pot's bubbling over. And I'm a little concerned about that fragrant liquid you just poured in. That liquid's a special seasoning of mine. Not the kind of person who would tell their sister-in-law that they're cooking something wrong, are you? Vanilla, I'm afraid there's a grave misunderstanding here. I'm not your sister-in-law. Feel like it'd be better not to get involved here. Yes, your brother and I are instructors at the same academy, but that doesn't mean... Oh, don't worry, I know exactly what it means. I can imagine it's difficult to get married when you're both teachers. Still, you can't put it off forever. You and Makarov need to sit down and have a talk about when you publicly announce that you're going to get married. She just hears what she wants to hear. How will I ever get through to her? And the pot is still bubbling over. Lady Angelica, that's an interesting choice of outfit you've got on there. Think of all the poor girls you're going to deceive with that. Who, me? Besides, you'll want to talk. From the stories I've heard, you used to be way worse than I'll ever be. Oh my, who had the loose lips? I keep telling people to forget the lady I was in my younger years. Hey, remember how we had something important to do? No? Yeah, me neither. Try not to do anything too dangerous, alright? This is more than just a Rogner family quarrel, you know. Don't worry. I know that better than anyone. Wouldn't dream of letting anything happen to me. Not while legions of lovely ladies are waiting on my safe return. Whatever works for you, I suppose. If there's anything I missed there that was significant, please do let me know. Never would have expected to see a highway with such tight security. Not that surprising when you consider where it leads. Last thing Father wants is trouble on his doorstep. My supporters and my intended gathering point is this way. Mind if we stop by on our way to the barrier? Sounds like a good idea to me. Might as well know where we need to be. Well, we'll have to be careful. The road ahead might have a lot of eyes. I mean, really don't want to get caught. Yeah, it would be bad, wouldn't it? Wait, can I not get on my bike? Oh, of course, because it's on the courageous, isn't it? I mean, I have to run. Can I not have, like, had a horsey vendor outside there? That would have been nice. Would have been very nice. Just, like, just purchase a horse. Although, again, we would be seen, wouldn't we? It would be very obvious, especially... That's the thing, is that if we were riding on a bike, it would be very suspicious. You'd be like, wait, who are those guys? Pull them over! We need to investigate this and see... Ah, penguin. Stay away from the penguins. Ultimate penguin buster and the like. Be wary of it. Hello.
Got my eye on the prize.
I think that's it for chests. Very much making our way through here quickly. No particular reason, it's just, it's one of those things where it's like, this is a road we've been on before. It's that case of like, I like to go speedy through roads we've been on before. Get the chests along the way at least. Especially if there's things to say.
This is where I'll be meeting up with my supporters from the army.
This does seem like a good spot. You can't see it from the highway. Oh, look! There's a treasure chest!
I know, that's what I was waiting for.
We have nothing to fear.
But
Just watch.
a dragon kick. Question is where? Let's do it there.
I'm not holding back this time. Time to wrap this up. Dragon kick!
My turn.
Lovely. Let's actually get you two together. Nice.
Right.
Right, let's start going out with the blessed arrow here.
Hang in
And
there.
get Angelica's sleepy back up.
You have my thanks.
Because it was that case of like, I was just showing it off. So it's like, well, she's in her sisterly gowns. Or
Onward.
habit. So it's like, well, of course we've got to show that off. Look at the amount of damage that did. Oh, really? I was expecting something lovely there, but no. Oh dear.
Unforgivable.
Maybe just to be sure. Don't want him dying. I mean, if he dies, like, the CP's gone anyway, so you know.
Time to
That feels so weird that it got the HP heal, though.
They're off balance. Gotcha.
Meow, 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 meow. No. There's a lot of music in this. It just feels
Time to
very
shine.
old school. Like some of them. Some
My
of them
turn.
don't.
You still have a lot of training to do.
I'm so glad.
Hey. That's all she said. Hey. Yeah, it is. What did I want to do? I wanted to sort the tactics. Put you there, let's put you there, let's put you there, and you there. Actually, let's put you there. That feels a bit better. Seeing as you're more a front row sort of character. It's like the other setup is very much like if I have a proper range character in regards to someone like Emma. Let's see down here, because I do have some maps, like I said. Because I don't have detection. Because I kind of forgot to unequip it.
Oh, what could it be?
Nightmare in the chest. But we're playing on hard. What's Nightmare doing here?
Please, take care around that one.
Could do with a lot more ooh material. The thing is, like, how much ooh material I actually got rid of at the start of the game. It's weird. Oh, hello. Alright. Have you heard Elliot's father published a best-selling book on the Imperial forces? They would call him Craig the Reed for nothing. Oh, bloody hell. It's just... Ah, I love that I hate them. I don't know how to just... It's that weird thing again. Very weird thing. Just checking the map at this point, because it's like, it gets a bit weird here with the chests. Because it's just that little lip. It's like, what
The
exactly
advantage is ours.
is that and where?
Behold the might
Oh, they're dead.
radiant wall.
I forgot to take
You
turbo
still
off.
have a lot of training to
Damn
do.
it. Ba-ba-ba-bam, bam, bam.
Are you sure we should be going up against that thing?
As you can see, Ignis Shrine that way. I don't think we can go in this shrine at the moment, can we? It won't let us. Because we're on an important mission.
Always happy to lay my hands on another chest.
Again. It's that sort of thing of like...
Weird. I don't remember there ever being a path here.
I wonder.
Here too?
It's that question like, did the ground move? Or was it just like some kind of projection? Was it hidden? How did this path appear? Like the place, sure. But the path? That's what's the odd thing about this. What I was gonna say, oh yeah. That's the closest thing we'll get to normal chest puns is Angelica being... Be nice to get my hands on the chest, you know. I knew it, another ruin. Strange, I know this place pretty well, but the first time I've ever seen this. It is? Yeah, and it definitely doesn't look like something I would have missed. Spent a lot of time around here too. It sounds like... I'd say it's safe to assume this wasn't here before the war began. Indeed, this area was very likely hidden way before now. I'm just curious as anyone how a ruin could appear out of nowhere like this. Really don't have the time to explore it right now. The operation will be starting soon. Good point. We should probably leave it alone for now. Here's the question though, like, say Rua had expanded much more and the buildings came out this far, what would happen if this shrine appeared where there was another building? Like, would the building collapse? Would the building disappear? Would it be sort of like transmogrified? Would it be relocated? Would it be... Curious. Like, what happens to a building where there's like something else that's in another plane, another existence,
This could be tough.
out of phase
Bring
sort of
it
thing,
on.
and then aligns with what we know now? Like, what happens? Yeah, there's that curious thing about the world. It's like, I want to know all the details. I want to know everything. It's exciting. It's interesting.
We're almost to the barrier. So I'm gonna put my veil back on.
Alright then. Quite impressive. Quite impressive. Wow, the Schwarz Drache barrier is so imposing. I've heard much of it from my father, but seeing it in person is much more impressive. Wow, the Norsha Provincial Army are more military-minded than most. Guess that shows right down to the architecture. You know him all too well. This is what Father's using as his base of operations too, which means this is where we'll be settling things in a few more hours. Now, shall we begin our investigation? The contrast keeps freaking me out. Let's just be careful not to draw suspicion to ourselves. AP increased by 2. What? What? Why did it increase by 2? What did I do? They increased it by 2. What? What? I'm very confused. Why? Why did it increase by 2? Was there some, like, thing I had to do? Is it because I came here first? Is that it? Rather, like, she said she wanted to scout the place out. And that I came here first. Just from memory, I came here first. Is that why I got the AP? It's just like, oh. Who the hell are you? If you don't have a permit, you aren't going through. Do you understand? I suggest that you leave. My sister? Our civilian facilities are to your left. Try to avoid loitering. Like, just looks like a pile of boxes to me, but alright. My, we don't get too many customers these days. Welcome to the Schwarz Drache barrier. You'd best be careful around here, though. The North Shore Provincial Army has more than its share of feisty soldiers in it. If you find yourselves in trouble, though, don't think twice about giving me a call. I'll do what I can to talk them down. Things were very chaotic here at the start of the war, but things have finally calmed down now. Well, aside from whatever's going on with the Rogner family right now. But, alright. But that's a family matter. It's a family matter. We can't do anything about that but watch. Oh dear. Welcome, huh? Guys are an odd bunch, aren't you? Not as odd as that other customer over there. I don't think I've ever seen anyone that odd. Who's he on about? This place's owner is pretty famous. I've never met a soldier who didn't know her. Her husband was supposedly a confidant of Marquis Rogner's. That's why everyone knows her name. He's passed away now, but the soldiers still hold her in very high regard even now. If you run into any trouble, might be worth talking to her about it. Oh, alright then. Hello. Oh, my wonderful Vincent. How many more cold nights must I endure without you to keep me warm? Margarita, is that you? So this is where you were. Rean? Milliam? You all here to see me? How sweet. Would never expected to find a student in a place like this. It's nice to see that you're well, Margarita. Yes, it was definitely worth taking a massive detour to find out if one of your schoolmates was well or not. Speaking of, what are you doing here? I'd heard that most of the upper-class students stayed at the academy. Did you decide against joining them or something? Well, I stayed at the academy for a while. My family sent someone to pick me up and take me home before too long, though. Then I snuck off on the way back, and here I am. And you thought that was a good idea because... Silly Rean, surely you don't have to ask. Because my love of my life, Vincent, is still at the academy. I couldn't bear to be separated from him for a single moment longer than I must. Vincent Floral, huh? Haven't heard that name for a while. He's a hard guy to forget, though. I'll give him that. I'll say. And again, I only know him as Ferris's older brother. And you've been following him like a shadow since basically forever! Love truly works in mysterious ways. Two star-crossed lovers separated by war. It's a tragedy for the ages. Though I have been trying to return to the academy ever since, fortunately I've now ended up stuck here. There's not much we can do to help you out right now. But we are planning on taking the academy back from the Alliance. So stay safe. Hopefully we'll get that done sooner rather than later. There's every chance this area could end up a battleground at some point. So just take care of yourself, got it? Oh, there's no need to worry about me. No war, catastrophe, man or beast will stop me reuniting with my future husband. That's encouraging, I guess. All seem busy, but I refuse to occupy my mind with any thought but those of getting back to the academy right now. If you find a way, make sure that I'm the first one you inform. The moment I can be reunited with my dear Vincent, I will. Right, so I'm thinking we shall end this part here then, and then we'll...
Alright, let's go back and head for the mine.
Do you mind if we stock up in Ruhr first?
That's essentially what I was going to say. So that, see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.